We are slowly making progress on this project here. When we left off with you in the last video, we had mounted the hydraulic reservoir, and we are just waiting for the panel 3M bonding material to dry that we have around where the fittings go into the tank and where all the fitting joints come together. What we're going to do now, we've got this bracket bolted to the side of the frame. We're going to build a little platform off of it to set the valve body on. This valve body has 7 work sections to it, and that is going to get mounted on this side of the truck frame so that if you get out of the cab, you can come right to here. Operate the hoist if you're dumping at an auger or a blower or what have you. And then we'll have to run all of the hoses out of it into the back portion of the chassis here. And then this is what's going to run a Husky tank. We've got the tailgate will plug in. We've got air controls for tailgate locks and what have you. So I have a piece of 2x3 rectangle tube sitting in the saw over here. We're going to go ahead and mark that out. We're going to use 2 pieces coming over, and we're going to set a piece of angle iron on the top of it that we can bolt that valve body to. So I need 2 pieces, 16 inches long. We'll just zip them with this saw quickly, set them into place, weld them, and then we'll set our angle iron on top. Alright, so we have the tank installed, the straps are all tight. We also have the bracket that the valve body is going to set onto. We've got that done. We threw a quick coat of paint on it. The paint is somewhat dry. We're going to go ahead and set that into place here. That's going to bolt on this part of the frame right here. And then we've got a air tank bracket to put back on there. So we'll go ahead, we'll get that bracket on there, and then we can set the valve body on top of that bracket. I went ahead and put the handle kits on. These are the manual handle kits here, and then I lacked a couple of air shift cylinders. I went ahead and installed those as well. Everything's all covered in dust here, so we have to get that cleaned up and get it ready to have some paint thrown on it. So let's get our bracket bolted on, and then we can drill the holes for the valve body and start laying everything out here. Alright, so that's going to look at something like that. I got to move it forward a little bit so I can get the pressure line on here. Well, I got to see what I've got for fittings to come in with the pressure line. Coming into the inlet cover, and then we've got to put a bracket on here for our return oil. And then we'll just shoot that right over to the hydraulic tank there that's mounted on the other side. We do have to get, well, we've got to do some stuff to this valve that we'll talk to you about here in a whirl. Andrew has this Roxor in here. They've got a brake line on it that is... what does that say? Is it .3 or .4? Can you read that? Does that cap say anything? Well, I have to get some brake fluid in. I can't remember what side they said. .1? No. So, we'll have to figure that out. So, you've seen the Mac come into the shop here. They've got that next door, and we put these traction tires on here, and what these are is they're a skid steer cap is what they are. They put them on here last year, and what they are is a 315, are they a 315? 22.5, yeah. 315 80 R22.5, and they're supposed to give almost as much flotation as like a 331 that we've got on truck 10 here. These are quite a bit more aggressive, but for a wider array of getting around, I mean, this will get you in and out of the field when it's greasy. However, it's not going to get you in the real good mud like the 331s will, but they'll do better than a aggressive traction tire. So we're going to replace these. We've got a couple of them that we can save. I don't know, Jared said there was 3 or 4. 2, 3-ish, 4-ish, yeah, somewhere like that. Boy, your paint's holding up pretty good. That was a year ago. Yeah. So Jared put this pintle hook plate on this truck, and he cut this off of the Freightliner that he had. And yeah. The old girl cleans up pretty good, don't she? Yeah. Even got all the black schmut off the hood, or off the windshield. Wow. There's an internet picture somewhere of this truck, isn't there? When it was 20 years ago. You found it, didn't you? Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, this truck here, we're getting ready to send it down the road, we're thinking anyway. We're getting her fixed up. We've got a power steering line that's leaking a little bit, and we're just going to go through the whole truck and sender. We didn't use it for first cutting at all. We didn't use it much for corn. And yeah, we're gonna pull the box off of it. Put a manure tank on there. We're half debating whether or not we should send the box along with it. I don't know. Do you know of anybody that could build a silage box? This box here is '05, I believe. This was originally 22 foot long, and we ended up adding a couple of feet onto it here. It's 25 now. So we cut it right here and slid it apart and put this piece in and put it all back together. We probably should send it with the box too, right, Nathan? What are your thoughts? You don't have any thoughts? Oh, I like that shirt. Furred. Yeah. Alrighty, well, we're gonna keep at it here. So we're just discussing capping these. What did you say? There was 11,000 miles on them.
Yeah.
650 hours.
Yeah.
And yeah, most of it's been, well, it's all road travel, but half of the miles that you put on these, you would have ran a road tire. You would have had to switch back and forth. These carry the weight a little better than those ones, but again, they do not have the flotation. I'm trying to talk Jared into just putting a set of these on 900 for corn. No, I could leave my fenders on there then, right?
Good traction.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna assist Andrew in getting some brake fluid and see if we can find the leak. He is taking the brake pedal extension off, or the clutch pedal extension bracket off. I made this back when I bought this. Rock sore so that he could reach the clutch. We took the seat out, moved the seat ahead, and then this clutch pedal here. Somebody emailed me. They wanted to know. I ended up sending them some pictures, but we had this bolted on there like that, and that added some extension to it. And then of course you could just add a lock bolt through it with a lock nut, and we were able to just roll that up out of the way. Now what we did, because we had a hole drilled in that, I ended up bolting a piece of, or welding a piece of flat stock on there just to beef that up a little bit, so that the end of the pedal wouldn't break off, because we drilled a hole through it and you could see that there's not much meat left to the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and just install some brake fluid in this and see if we can't quickly find the leak here. I think they want you to keep that in there, but oh well. Alright, so there's that. I don't know if the rear needs any or not. It looks as though there's enough in there. Yeah. That's got enough in her. I don't know where I did that cap. Oh, it's right here. Okay, you can leave the hood up. Leave it up there. So, pump the brakes. You got resistance on the pedal yet? Alright, I found the leak. Yep, there it is, right there. Do it again. If you look, it's that brake hose right there. It's spraying. So, we'll see. Hold up, that's good. We'll see if we can't get a new one of them. So, let's go ahead. Start it up and turn it to the left. Alright, shut it off. Alright, let's see if we can't get this guy off of there. Alright, get that guy off of there, and I need a 9/16 wrench. No, I got it, Andrew. Alright, get this guy out of here. Yeah. Alright, so this is the guy right here, and there is where the hole is, right there. So I'll have to see if we can get a new one of these. I don't know if it'll mix and match with something automotive or not. I'm gonna have to ask my automotive mechanic over here. Jason? This look recognizable to anything automotive that we could source from Napa?
Looks like brake line.
Yeah, but I don't know. What would be the same?
I don't know if that would actually, they would have something like this, or you gotta go straight through.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. We'll have to do some researches. Got that tag right there. Maybe there's a numeral on it.
A numeral?
A numeral on there. So, well, that wiped right off.
Well, we got a partial number if I don't wipe it anymore.
Yeah, alright. I'll look it up on the internet. Yeah. Alright.